Hey, welcome to Liquid Light Tarot. This is a reading for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Ascendant, and Venus placements of Taurus. So, Taurus, when we take the time to calibrate our consciousness, we maneuver the portals of possibilities with far less effort and strain and far more successful outcomes. And that is what the intention is for this reading, is to open up your perceptions into the unseen forces at play around you and help you with your scope, open up your vantage point. Okay, so I've got the Gilded Lenormand deck here, which is great. It offers me a lot of insight, and I'm going to start the reading with, I'm also going to do a Celtic cross with this tarot deck, which is absolutely becoming one of my favorites very fast. I love it. And the Gilded Lenormand is about, it really offers me some awesome insight that the tarot doesn't give for you guys. Okay. So I just want to start out by getting a vibe card, and this deck is called High Vibes, and I just wanted to read this particularly to everyone that I'm reading for today. So it's the low vibe. It's just to give you an idea of what causes the different frequencies. So low vibes, things that lower your vibration, is judgment, criticism, worry, self-judgment, being unkind. Pay attention to what you are saying. Focus on the good things happening around you. Nobody is perfect. Be gentle with yourself. Try saying it in a positive, hopeful way, no matter what it is. Try saying it in a hopeful, positive way. And ask yourself, get curious and ask yourself these questions, Taurus. What does it feel like when I feel good in my body? What does joy feel like to me? What would it feel like if I were able to receive joy and love? What would it feel like in my body if I were a high vibrational being? Get curious, ask questions, and then notice how your body changes. All right, so now I'm going to get a vibrational card for you. Okay. 10 things that bring you joy. To bring more joy into your life, you first need to feel joy by getting into vibrational alignment with the energy that is joy. To get into alignment, physically feel joy no matter your present state or circumstance. To physically feel joy, think about or write a list of 10 things that bring you joy. Big or small things, size is no matter. Perhaps your joy is the pleasure you feel when smelling flowers, or the purring of a cat, or going for a walk. As you build your list, really start to feel the sensation of happiness and joy bubbling up inside of you. You are now shifting into the vibrational energy of joy. Repeat several times a day, and you'll be in awe of how quickly joy begins to manifest in your life. Smiles. Smile at someone, look at them in the eye, and see an amazing human creation. Miracles are everywhere, in the form of you and every person you meet. So those are frequencies for you to elevate your vibe. Now let's see what the fear is here for Taurus. The fear of failure is impeding your success. What have you got to lose? You will never know if you never try. Fear of failure. Don't let your doubts override your excitement. The only limitations before you are those imposed by yourself. So don't let your doubts override your excitement. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to get some Lenormand here for you. I want you to show me for Taurus, please. Show me for the Tauruses I'm reading for. What's going on? something to do with your house. Oh, wow. You got the house card and the storks. Storks are usually the messengers of birth. So there could be something new in your home. Okay, and then a man. There's a man that came out with the fox. There's a sly, cunning kind of energy here. All right, and there's also a very youthful, pure energy. Okay, I'll show you how it came out. So you've got the home and the stork, right? This is about, obviously, your home. The stork is about bringing news, usually about birth, right? It usually brings news of birth. So then the fox and the man. The fox is an energy about cunningness, like sneaky, and the man energy. These two cards came out together, so there's probably a male in your arena that you don't trust. And there's definitely some news regarding your home life. And then there's somebody that you're receiving communications from, or you're writing to. So with the letter. And then the child and the lilies. So the child is just that, the child energy. So it's with the stork here, it could, some of you could have had babies or having babies or something like that. The lilies is all about innocence, purity, and a motherly energy as well. So that coincides with the children energy for sure. And then the ring, which is like a question of engagement or a question of commitment, something to do with partnership and commitment here. So with your home being highlighted and the children aspect, along with the sneaky, cunning, and the male, it doesn't have to be a man, it can be any gender, but for the sake of this reading, I'm just going to say the masculine, because that's how it showed itself. But whatever, whoever you're dealing with, there's a sneaky energy, or you're feeling like you can't trust them. And then the moon. What is possible with the moon? It will happen very soon. If you use both your heart and your might, you will climb to soaring heights. So that card is telling you to follow your heart. The moon and then the anchor. This card brings comfort to those with sorrow. It's a warning to take care today and tomorrow. The messages on the cards are a little old school. But the anchor and the moon. And then the man card again. Says you will soon see a man. This is the gardener's plan. Another thing for sure, happiness is also in store. You will soon see a man. And look at who's on the bottom. The fox again. Wow. You will soon see a man. The fox is always in flight. If you want to find a friend, you must avoid betrayal, avoid the game of pretend. See, because the fox has got that kind of energy where you can't trust them. There's always something suspicious about that energy. All right. I'm going to get a Celtic cross for you. Alright, show me for Taurus. Whoa. Okay, so you start out with the Five of Pentacles. The High Priestess. So I think that you already know the things that you are pretending not to know or don't want to know. Yeah. Alright, hold on a minute. Okay, your cards are just jumping out at me. Strength. So you started with the Five of Pentacles and you're challenged by the High Priestess. That's your own inner knowing. The King of Cups is at your foundation, which is about a lot of emotions here. Yep. That's good. Okay. Underneath the High Priestess is the Wheel of Fortune. But crowning you is the Seven of Swords, and that's about maybe there's some partying going on, or there's some kind of like foggy knowing. It's like Seven of Swords it's about, can be deceitful actions. It also can be clouded, muddled thinking. And all right, so bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups here, and this is about only looking at what's lost, not seeing the full cups still there for you in the background. And it's about where you put your focus on. And then you're starting here with the Five of Pentacles, which is an energy of being displaced, being left behind, not being thought about, not being cared for or concerned about. It's really feeling left out. The High Priestess challenging you. This is about your own intuition, your own subconscious alerts, your connection to source. So you're being challenged by your own inner knowing, because your emotionality is here at the foundation with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is all about emotions, and I think some of your emotions are not true to cause, because there's this energy here of the Seven of Swords about deceitful. And we saw that fox a couple times, so that could be your own energy. It doesn't have to be somebody else's. It could be your masculine side, because that the male came out with it twice. And then in your recent past is the Strength, which is a Leo energy. It's all about endurance and really pushing through something that took a lot of willpower. And because you did that, the Six of Wands is about victory and success and about achieving some goal. In your incoming energy, the Six of Wands, which is also another Leo energy. And then a descriptive of you is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is telling me that you're in flux, you're not settled somewhere yet. Your feelings aren't being honest with you, because they're clouded with some muddled confusion, stress, doubts. And then the Hermit here, Virgo energy. You're being guided to go within, below. With the Hermit and the High Priestess, this is about going below your everyday thoughts and really seeking your own voice, your own authentic voice here, without the distractions of everyday life, without the stress-induced thought patterns that are cyclic and you fall into. This is all about stress, severe anxiety with the Nine of Swords. Yeah, it's as you can see, this it's just awful. It's just awful. These thoughts and stressors are impeding upon the individual in such a high frequency and that there's just no way out. They take up the whole card. And potential outcome is the Seven of Cups, which is about being confused. It's also about a lot of choices. I think you need to align with your truest voice and go below the doubts and fears that you're experiencing and really anchor in your authentic voice with the Hermit and the High Priestess so that you can clarify what it is that you're doing and where you're going to be going in your next steps, instead of just going about your business without really having a connection to your truest self and to source. Now, you got the letter here, and then waiting for news, a package, or a letter. So you're definitely going to be receiving some messages, or you're waiting for news. That's confirmed in 2 different decks. I'll get that in a minute. Honor and respect will come to you, and that fell right on top of the Six of Wands, which is about victory. Oh, and you got the Horseshoe, which is good luck. And you are on the road to success. These are great cards. So you're waiting to hear some news from someone, possibly a job prospect, possibly another person in romance, I'm not sure, but you got the lilies twice, and that's spiritual love. So you definitely got a protection, and then great happiness. You will be taken care of in difficult times. See, the Hermit has the staff. These are all correlating with your cards that you already have down. So definitely take the advice of the higher vibrational cards to raise your frequency and your vibration, and be mindful that you need to alleviate the distractions that are around you to really go down into your quiet, distractionless place, and that's when you will get the downloads that are awaiting you with the messages that you need to aid in your steps forward. That will definitely give you clarity. And the Hat, you will be playing a different role. And we did see the stork with the house, so that's like a change within your house. And watch where your focus is on. Like, go, whatever it is that you have to talk about or say, paint it in a positive light. Because the more energy that you can put into positivity, the better you're going to be. And Taurus is all about, definitely you're the sign that manifests the fastest and the most, at the most highest rate, because you are the creature comforts of the zodiac, and you are very magical and very connected to earth. So if when you shush up the distractions from everyday life and you really connect to yourself and to source and allow there to be a clearer channel, you're going to be able to exped your desires into the reality that you're living in at a far faster pace, and you'll be a lot less stressed and a lot more trusting on yourself, with yourself. So don't let your doubts override your excitement. The only limitations before you are those imposed by yourself. I hope these messages help, Taurus.